BC's premier seems to have had a change of heart over his objection to an Alberta pipeline going through his province, but it comes with a caveat. The federal tanker ban must remain in place. Daniel Smith still wants a pipeline to the BC North Coast and believes through discussions one can happen. Tyson Fedor reports.
We just want pipelines to be boring again, to quote our Prime Minister. That was a bit of a joke.
Speaking to hundreds of Canadian energy sector workers, Premier Danielle Smith says the future is bright for oil and gas.
In 2025, we created over 80,000 jobs. And so when we start thinking about growing this industry again, when we start thinking about removing the barriers for increase in production, getting access to broader markets, that means we're going to be putting more people to work.
This comes on the heels of last week's Memorandum of Understanding between Ottawa and Alberta. A bitumen pipeline project has faced staunch criticism from BC's Premier and coastal First Nations. But speaking with CTV's Question Period, Premier David Eby says he's willing to discuss a new pipeline.
If we can agree that the oil tanker ban is going to stay in place, then let's have those conversations. I think that would make life a lot better and easier in British Columbia in terms of our relationship with coastal First Nations.
We want to get as much buy-in, and we want to have as much benefit for British Columbians as we possibly can, and that includes British Columbia First Nations.
But with concerns around oil spills in the Hecate Strait, would a pipeline be beneficial elsewhere? One former pipeline executive believes so.
And the market should decide where that pipeline ends up. Like, is it Kitimat? Is it Prince Rupert? Is it Vancouver? Do we go back to Vancouver and build another pipe, along the existing Trans Mountain route, which is always an alternative?
But the feds say any interprovincial pipeline needs the consent of all those involved.
If the provinces and the Indigenous peoples are in agreement, that then there is a pathway to actually make that happen. But I am not
what
going
happen?
For a pipeline. But
Thank you.
Alberta has until July 1st to submit a pipeline proposal to Ottawa's Major Projects Office.
And Tyson joins us now. Tyson, the pipeline politics appear to have given the Prime Minister some gains with the Alberta electorate.
Tara, the most recent polling from Angus Reid released today surveyed more than 4,000 Canadians. And here in Alberta, he gained 3 percentage points in approval, up to 45%. However, the higher approval for Carney among Albertans is not translating into a bump for vote intention. Now, the Conservatives, of course, lead the Liberals here in Alberta, 54% to 27%. The online survey has a margin of error of plus or minus 1.5 percentage points 19 times out of 20, and was conducted between November 26th and today. Now, since that MOU was announced just last week, the Liberals have lost some ground in BC when it comes to voters and their intentions there. Tara?
Okay, Tyson, thank you.